Sunday morning, guys. We're gonna take a crack at her. Gonna get these lifters adjusted and see where we get. We'll come back shortly. Noisy rockers in the top of my motor, and I knew they weren't adjusted right. I just kind of, my first try there, I tightened them up too much and it wouldn't run, so I backed them off till I could get it to run. That's when I first had the motor going. Didn't even have a rad in it or anything, couldn't heat it up, and it was serving the purpose to get it in and out. And I know it's getting closer to being driven here, so Ed of the North there gave me an excellent link to a procedure, because I didn't know what I was doing with these. I've been small block Chevy stuff all the time with, I printed it out here. And, you know, he pointed out the fact, you know, let the engine warm up 30 minutes. So I had to obviously get my thermostat back in it to do that. And it gives me all the proper settings for the intake and exhaust. I did all that, went through it all. Same procedure, with the feeler gauge set up, everything else. But I found after I got them all done to that, I let it run, let it cool down, let it run again. Still number 5 and 6 were giving me a little bit, they seemed to be a little sloppy. So I just kind of fine-tuned them by hand to the point where I couldn't, you know, you get the slop out of them. I sure do prefer hydraulics, but this, it makes a nice sound. Anyways, I think I've got her a little better there. Thanks to guys like Ziggy and Busa, I think is his name. I'll print it up there. And Ed of the North there for pushing me to do this weekend. I needed to do that before I put the fender on. It made it a lot easier getting in there. Talk to you later, guys. Alright, just back together. Another thing I did, just a quick shot of it here. I've been running a jerry can behind the seat because my gas tank is full of holes. And I thought I'd rig this up here in the back. It's a 20-gallon tank. It'll give me a fuel gauge. In the future, if I wanted to run fuel injection, you know, big block, blah, blah, blah. Got a return line. I'm contemplating running this for now. I may be building a like a wooden, like a toolbox kind of setup in here with a false floor, so that, you know, I got a little bit of storage, but hides the fuel tank. It gets it out of the cab. But I do like the original fuel tank that goes in the cab. I just would prefer to have a new one that doesn't smell or leak. And someday I'll do that. But for now, I think that will serve a purpose. I can strap it down. And it's safe back there. It's a nice baffled tank. Holds a lot of fuel. It almost fit between my frame rails. I got 29 inches and this is just 30. And I really don't feel like cutting, well, I can't cut the fuel tank, but I don't want to cut the frame on my truck either. So I'll just leave it at that. Eventually I like to put the original one in. So I'm not going to close off the hole. I'll put a dummy spout in there or something just for looks for now. Anyways, guys, that's probably all I'm going to get done this weekend. I might put the passenger side fender together now that I'm done monkeying around in the motor. See you guys.